Hey there and welcome. In this video, you're gonna learn how to put together a heel-toe practice plan. I've got 4 exercises for you, and these are just the basics of where you want to be specifically looking at when you're practicing your heel-toe for your double bass drumming. If you're watching this and you already don't know about the heel-toe technique and how to play it and how to apply it to your double pedals, then I'll put a link down in the description below that you can check out a beginner's guide to heel-toe double bass drumming that I did a few weeks back. So first we'll start off with broken 16th notes. We'll just have a group of 3 of them. So we'll play something like this. Right, and you want to get comfortable with that. Then you want to get comfortable going over to your left foot. That's going to be the problem area. Right, so if you just alternate back and forth like that, you'll get a feel of being able to transition from either limb. And that's what you really want when you're developing a practice routine for your heel-toe double bass drumming technique. Okay, so let's go over that again. So if you want to download some exercises to increase your speed and control on your double pedals, then go down to the link in the description below. You'll get 15 exercises for free. You'll gain instant access to it, and you'll have lifetime access to it. With all those downloads inside, you can download it right to your phone or your tablet or whatever you use beside you when you practice, and you can have direct access to it instead of just working off of a computer screen. Okay, now you notice I slowed down there. I just want you to be sure of yourself when you're playing your heel toe that you can play it at a slower tempo, because then you'll be able to develop the proper mechanics and motion that's required of your feet to play on your pedals so that you can play these eventually at faster speeds. So again. Hopefully after doing that, you're a little bit warmed up and we can move on to some of the exercises. This first one here is playing 2 beats of alternating 16th notes going into the double stroke roll for the second beats in the measure that are played as 32nd notes. So it's going to look and sound something like this. Okay, and that's going to be great for when you're doing, let's say, a traditional blast, and you've got those 8th notes or 16th notes under there, and then you want to transition to 32nd notes. It's really nice to get those clean, so it's a really good exercise to do the transitions between the two. Let's go on to the second exercise. So this second exercise is similar to the first one, but it's not, because we're transitioning quicker going into the 30 seconds and coming out of the 16th note. So it's going to look and sound something like this. What's really important about that is what you can see down in the foot cam is when I transition from the singles, obviously my heel is going to drop down to play the double strokes. And that's a really good motion that you want to be able to practice so that you have nice, smooth transitions going between the singles and the doubles. That's, after all, what we're looking to do here, build control so that we can properly utilize these techniques. So let's move on to the next exercise. So what we want to do with this exercise, we'll do the 16th notes. And then we'll do the 32nd notes, but leaving out our left foot. Right, so we really want to make sure that we get that double hit out of that foot. And then when we take this pattern and we reverse it, we're obviously going to focus on our left foot. right? We just want to make sure we have total control of that at lower speeds before we start to ramp things up. Because oftentimes a lot of guys will take the double stroke technique, they'll ramp it up, and they'll wonder why they're like getting misfires. They'll start thinking it's their triggers or their pedals when it's in fact their technique. So keep it slow at first, really develop those movements, and you'll get a better sense of the feeling that you're going for when you start to speed things up. You're really gonna feel it in your calves, and you're gonna feel it around your Achilles tendon, which is basically right down here. So that's the kind of burn that you're looking for. It's not necessarily a bad thing because you're developing those muscles, and they might not be something that you've developed in the past. So let's move on to the next exercise. In this next exercise, we're gonna play alternating 16th note single strokes with our hands while our feet play alternating 8th notes. Okay, so it's gonna sound like this, the first part. Right, and then we wanna switch. So we want, with the feet we're doing, to play with our hands, so. And then we want our feet to do what our hands were playing. When you put it together, it's gonna look and sound something like this. Okay, and that's not something I came up with. That's something my friend John Longstreth showed me, and I wanted to pass along to you. What that's gonna do is when you're playing, let's say, like a traditional blast, and then you wanna play something sped up after, it's gonna help you transition between the two. Right? So basically that's all what that is. Now here's the real tricky part. If you want to practice these in like succession, one after the other, I highly encourage it. You don't need to, but if you really want to focus on the leg that's giving you troubles, I suggest doing those like broken 30-second notes with your foot on the kick pedal like this. If you want to play along and play just a basic rock beat, we can do those 30-second broken notes with our right foot. And then we can switch over to our left. So if you want to even just play all that is right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, right? Okay, we play the extra right, and then that turns over our lead foot. So speed it up, you can actually get a pretty kick-ass pattern with it. So thanks so much for watching this video. My name's Fleury, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy drumming.